Hey, stop. We're back, and it's finally happening. I can absolutely promise that in this episode, we are moving in once and for all to our tiny house.
But first, let's rewind back to the beginning and remind ourselves of quite how far we've come. Okay, here we are.
Oh my gosh, no, darling, loads of bugs. What are the bugs? No, come out. Bugs.
It's a little bit hectic at the moment.
Wow.
So anyway, this is what we've got. First things first, let's get that roof off. Let's see where we end up at the end of today. Okay, so there we have it. We've basically got a blank canvas now. A lovely room actually, in which we can start working with and trying to, I don't know, make habitable. What we're going to do is we're going to change these very small, fairly useless little windows into larger ones, 80 centimeters wide by a meter tall. Fairly straightforward stuff. Here we go. Okay, and you draw a line down the side of that. That's it. Wow, and at the top, all the way down the side of the vatopassi, all the way down the side of the level. That's it. Well
Can I just push it?
Yeah. Try it again.
There she blows.
How was that?
Yikes. Oh my gosh, does it look amazing though? Wow, this is going to be such a cool room.
Isn't it?
I still think it should be a living room though,
Well, let's see.
just so you know. That is so cool. What's next?
Put the roof back on.
It's fair to say that this part of the project was the biggest challenge for John. The roof didn't want to play ball, and those reinforced cement beams were causing all sorts of problems. We knew we wanted the finished look to be wood in the tiny house rather than cement. So after a lot of broken drill bits and long days of scratching heads, we decided to take the whole roof off and remove the cement beams. We hoped by doing so that we could create what we had envisaged for this tiny space.
All right, I've got all my kit. I'm ready. Just to remind myself especially, sometimes things aren't quite as easy as you expect them to be. And while that's annoying, you know, once it's finished, I reckon it's going to be brilliant.
Plum, tree, plum, orange, plum, orange.
Yeah, isn't it?
What I like though, and I'm encouraged by, is it's not very dark in here, even though we've closed it up. Spiders are moving back in already.
Hang on. They are. Hello, Mr. Spider. Okay, so the spider's there. What's the plan with the roof windows? What do you think?
I'm kind of nervous for you to cut them.
She doesn't think I can do it.
Well, the dude at Leroy Merlin said that you've got to get them absolutely spot on the first time, otherwise you're screwed.
So how about in between these two beams here?
Yeah.
And then we've got the bed that we're thinking about, right?
Yeah.
Up against this wall here at the end. It's a funny place to put a
Skylight.
a skylight right at the end of the building, but if we want to be able to look out of the...
Although, I think it should go here. Let me tell you why.
Where?
Above the window.
Okay.
And we've got your panels in
No, I can take those down, that's fine.
So, you've got then a line of light here, window and panel. You've got a line of light there, window and panel.
Yeah.
If you're lying in bed, your head's not up against that wall.
No.
Keeping there. So you lie in bed, your head's probably here, and you're looking through the window like that.
Okay, friends, this is every YouTuber's angle of doom. You're going to get the full lot.
It's a one coat, but it's definitely not a one coat, and it's kind of sucked into the bits that are damp. So I think it's going to be a 2 or 3 coat job, but I think that is enough for a Friday afternoon. I'm going to go and have a wash, spend some time with my kids. That time of day again where you've got to put the chickens to bed. The perfect opportunity to say an enormous thank you to the sponsor of today's episode, Abundance Plus. This is a sponsor that really means a lot to us. It's a community space for homesteaders to come together, to share ideas, to share information, and to have access to the most incredible amount of resources, wisdom, and information that goes far beyond what you can find here on YouTube or on other social media platforms. Evenings are my absolute favourite time of day because it's the one time of day I get a little bit of time for me. The boys are in bed, the chickens are in their run, and it's time for me and my veggies to just hang out. As you all know, I am really very new to this homesteading thing and have so much to learn. So to have access to a resource as incredible and rich as Abundance Plus is making all the difference. And once I'm finished with this, usually my days end with a nice glass of wine on the couch and a bit of reading, learning and taking it all in. If you would like to give Abundance Plus a try, and I highly recommend you do, because I think it's something that you will find resource in for whatever project you're kind of thinking of. It doesn't need to be an enormous homestead. Perhaps you just want to try growing a little bit of your own food in whatever space you've got. Please click on the link in our description below to go to Abundance Plus's website. Sign up for your membership and use our code NEWBIES to get 10% off. And tomorrow morning, it's of course back to finishing that tiny house. But for now, I think it's time to call it a day. Cheers folks, see you tomorrow.
Goodness, we're back in the tiny house. Whoa! I can hear everybody shout, yes, at last. It basically has been, well, nearly, I don't know, month, 6 weeks since we were in here last. Which is a really long time. That Sinead O'Connor song, you know, it's been 25 days or whatever it is springing to my mind this morning when I woke up. It popped in my head and I was just thinking about it, and I really missed this building and this project that we started thinking it was just going to take a few weeks to complete, and then in the end it became such a big project that we had to pause it and go and do more urgent things on the farm, like get our chickens sorted and start planting our seeds, because those are the kind of things you just can't wait for. Certainly if everybody followed the chicken story and knows where the chicken came from, you know, it was an urgent build, that chicken coop. So what's the project for today? Well, I'm going to fit those windows today. That's a super easy job. And then following on from that, we'll start looking at finishing some of the projects. We've got the floor to finish, we've got the ceiling to finish, we've got another roof window to put in. Okay, let's dig.
All the pipe trench.
Yeah, no, not a water pipe trench. This is a porch hole. We're going to dig a hole to put these poles inside so that we can make a porch. What do you reckon? The next logical step is to just chop a little bit into the walls in the right place, put that beam there ready so that we can then put these doors up against that beam. piano go!
Yay!
This is basically one of the ugliest chairs in the world.
The other day in the post, we received a very, very special box, which you are all a huge part of. And it's going to find its home in the tiny house because that is our new office. So I'm going to run it up there. And then John and I have got a very special thank you to say. I brought a few more bits, love.
Okie doke.
One of which is super important and I think we need to hang it.
All right.
This, everybody, is our silver, I think it's called a play button,
Okay.
for reaching 100,000 subscribers.
Whoop, whoop. Unbelievable.
Isn't it?
I remember sitting down at the very beginning, 3 years ago, at the beginning of this project, YouTube project, when we were just making videos for friends and family, really, saying it's the most ambitious thing I think anybody could think to do is be successful on YouTube. So I think 100,000 subscribers really marks an element of success.
Definitely. It's huge. So for all of you that are subscribed, it means so much to us to be able to hang this on the wall. The numbers don't mean nearly as much as the genuine connections we feel we're building with our community. But the numbers are how YouTube measures our success. And so this is a little thing from the big bosses to say you're doing a good job.
Yeah,
and you should carry on.
That's true. The YouTube big bosses pay attention.
Newbies.
Yeah, what's the next one? The next one's gold, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 million.
Is it 1 million? Not 500,000.
Oh no, 1 million.
1 million subs. Guys, encourage friends, families.
Yeah, if you're inclined to share, please share.
Yeah,
Anyway, in the meantime, let's put this up.
let's do it. Did John put the hooks in the right place?
That looks cool, doesn't it?
I'm rather surprised and overwhelmed and delighted by that.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
So much.
Yeah.
You're quite literally making this little family's dreams come true.
It's true.
It's super fun.
All right, what's next?
So, thanks guys, and here's the next 900,000.
No, 900,000.
Right,
All right.
I also brought a mirror and some hooks.
Okay, so we'll put those up now.
final morning, my darling.
I know, I have to tidy up this mess.
I'm so excited for you to tidy up the mess.
Yeah, anyway, I'm standing looking in at a very gorgeous tiny house.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. So what's the plan for the day?
I'm just going to put a few finishing touches in here.
Jolly
and
good.
Then I guess we show everybody around.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm most excited about you tidying up.
I'm quite literally editing this video that you're watching right now, this morning. But it's high time we show you around because the tiny house is finished.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Finished?
Yeah.
Brilliant!
And that, folks, is a wrap on the tiny house.
Yay!
Yay!
Wow.
Oh, there we go. Thanks so much for watching, and well, here you go. The tiny house is over, but the projects aren't. Next up, we're going to be doing irrigation around the farm. Tara's got some pickles and chutneys to start making. We've got a whole bunch of farming to be doing, and of course, tree houses to be built, outside kitchens to be built, and houses to be renovated. So lots to look forward to. Remember, if you're new to the channel, please remember, like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, leave us a comment. We love hearing from you. Any ideas? Brilliant. Think big, be brave, explore.
Baby fox.
You got the heart that is bigger than the sun. You got the smile that is wider than the fun. Whatever you imagine will come true. Whatever you wish upon a star will do. And there is only one thing you should really love. It is your heart when it sings up above. Hey you over there, it's time to get up and make the world shine. It's time to get back to feeling so fine. You can dance or sing, or you can sing or dance. You got to find the voice that was lost. You got to find the sparkle in the frost.